This is the 2021 Nissan Juke. I rented it in Miami for a few days. Been driving it for about 150 miles and had a hard time concentrating on this review because I'm gonna be honest with you, it reminded me of something else. I don't know why, but let's see. I'm from Puerto Rico. When I was 16 years old, I was driving around and I had a couple of friends of mine who were not yet of driving age, and there was this place in Puerto Rico called the Hawaiian Hut, which is the kind of place where you will find exotic dancers. If you go during the daytime on any weekday, I'm sure they will not be exotic dancers. There will be more of a generic dancer. But either way, so this place, Hawaiian Hut, was located in a very, very bad area of the San Juan metropolitan area called Puerta Tierra. Now, Puerta Tierra is the kind of area that you would go if you needed to buy a kilo of something, or have a brick of something cut, or I don't know, if you're shopping around for stray dogs on the street, then that would be the place for you. So here we are. We're driving around, and my two friends, I don't want to say their names, let's call them Kilo, and the other one starts with a Jamaica. So Kilo and Jamaica had never been to the Hawaiian Hut, got butts in the head, let alone any strip club, and I'm gonna fuck with these guys instinct kicks in immediately. So I'm like, yeah, let's go to the Hawaiian Hut. Now, I will say that I've never been into going to strip clubs in any place. I just, they're dingy. It's just, to me, it's not I feel bad for the people in there. That being said, I am not one to say no to an experience. And let me tell you something. If you want an experience, you should go to a strip club. And if you go to a strip club in Puerta Tierra at 16 years old, you're probably asking for trouble. Back then in Puerto Rico, essentially, if you're 13, 14, 15, 16, if you're in high school, you can get served drinks at any bar, in any hotel, anywhere. And I guess if you're 16 or 15, you can get into a strip club and look at naked ladies. So we go in there and we're hanging out, we're having drinks. My friends Kilo and Jamaica were, I would say, a little scared. I'm not surprising. I had been there before, so it wasn't, I knew it was, once you're in there, you're safe. Just getting in there can be a little sketchy. You know what? I should get to the review of this Nissan Kicks before we go any further. So the Nissan Kicks, what I like about it is, I think it's, you get a lot of value for your money. It's comfortable. It's quite quiet for being an econobox. The car is essentially, it's like a Nissan Versa on stilts, and it looks a little bit better. However, it doesn't drive any better. The ride is really good. It's quite compliant. The handling is tipsy. It's a tall vehicle, so it's not a very secure feeling. That's just not the MO of this car. The steering is, what steering? I mean, it is plastic, and there's no feel to it at all. It just feels artificial. The brakes they're okay, they're not great. The engine is pretty good. This 1.6 liter 4-cylinder engine with a CVT transmission, front-wheel drive. It's actually pretty quick off the line. There's like it has a good torque really down low, but it has no power anywhere after that. The highway, you're gonna struggle to keep up with traffic. That being said, the engine is pretty quiet, so there's not a whole lot of din. It's well insulated, I would say. The car really is quiet overall. It's well insulated, which is something that can't be said for other cars. Ford EcoSport. The interior is pretty spacious. Since it's a taller vehicle, there's a good greenhouse and there's great visibility all around, and the seating position is pretty vertical. The seats are a little bit small for somebody my size, but I feel fine. I think it would be nice to have a little more seat travel, but I'm okay. The seats are, although small, they're well shaped, and I haven't had any fatigue in 3 days and 150 miles or so. There's no power seats here. The rear seat is pretty spacious, and that comes at the expense of the cargo. The hatchback is really tiny. Let's see, the infotainment is really good. It's Nissan. It's the more base one, but it's, you know, it's very easy to use. The Bluetooth connected really well, very quickly, and it sounds all right. And it has Bluetooth audio, has Apple CarPlay, so it's good. It's very good. Fuel economy, I've been getting 24 or 25 miles per gallon, which is not too high. It's a little disappointing for an economy car like this, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been pounding on this car, so it's not surprising. Let's see the likes. The car is it's comfortable, it's spacious, it's reasonably priced. This one is about $19,500, which is the bottom, but I think they top out like at 24, 25. And for that money, you get all the basic safety stuff. You get airbags for the knee, passenger driver airbags, seat airbags, and so that's all good. And you got lane. It doesn't keep you in the lane and it doesn't stop for you, but at least it beeps for you. So that's better than nothing, and I expect that the better equipped models probably have more of those features included. Well, the air conditioning is fantastic, as usual for Nissans, and it's a car. What I don't like about the Nissan Juke is, there's really nothing not to like, but work harder, be better, get more money. And that's about it. So we were at the strip club, and all of a sudden commotion starts outside the strip club, and we immediately start to get nervous. Turns out that there was a fight outside of the bar, and some of the ladies were struck with bottles, so it was a bloody situation, and the cops arrived. Well, the cops, once they went in, they turned on the lights, stopped the music, and we were scared. I was terrified of what my dad would say. I wasn't really terrified of the police, because when you're that young and stupid, you don't know of any ramifications. You're just thinking what my immediate truth is, which is my dad is gonna kill me. Oddly enough, now that I think about it, my dad would have been cool with it. He would have just been nervous, but I kind of think that he'd be like, damn, he's got balls to be doing that kind of thing. But whatever. The cops saw us. Everybody started scrambling, because there was a lot of, it's a strip club, there's always blow and whatever. There's a reason why everybody's so awake and happy at that hour in the morning, people. But either way, the cops, they saw us and they let us leave. In the midst of it, it looked like everybody's running around, and it looked like a Mexican chair dance. But they let us leave. They could tell that we were the odd man out. We clearly did not belong there. And now that I think about it nowadays, I think that they would have probably probably arrested us and made a big deal out of it, and newspapers and all that stuff, because it's just three pasty white boys in a strip club in the worst part of town. But all is well. We got out of there and didn't learn much of a lesson, but certainly did not go back to Hawaiian Hut. Why this car made me think of that story, I don't know, but that's a Nissan Kicks. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, hit the like button, and comment, and let me know what you would like me to review as well. Other than that, thank you so much, and be well.